Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Smith going to look to throw right away. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Geno. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No. Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Block it in motion right. Walker now on 1st and 10. There's a nice move, and a great move again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Throwing now is Gino. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come... Feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Second down and 6 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots for close range.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Smith here, an audible at the line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27. You look at this Carolina defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So back-to-back games here of great production and just, you know, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do. But I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The numbers for Brooks a week ago. 13 carries, 109 yards.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
On 2nd down, Brooks. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Once again, it's Brooks. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Young will set to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like first down, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there is no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young going to give to Brooks. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The play fake. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Young. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the ball now going. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and short yardage, Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Throwing, Young. That is caught, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one complete to again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. They go play action. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Smith, he's got his big tight end, Fant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd down and 4.
Geno now to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The final shot here before break. Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Young's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to him on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to throw down. Young firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Thielen going to go in motion right. Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They got his man complete.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Another run with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the... On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
But that was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on 1st down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the 2nd level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Off the play fake, Young. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, 61 yards. And the Panthers add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers are pouring it on. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. Now 2nd and 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.